So as you can see from the team display, I did eventually go and grab a Drowsy. It's going to be sitting around on the team for a little bit. I do actually have the option to go and get Mr. Mime now, but I decided against it just because, again, it's Fairy type in a later generation, and I figured I'd use it then. Even though it is actually pretty good in this generation, good special attack stat and ability to learn elemental punches and whatnot. Speaking of elemental punches, I did not use one on Cleffa. I thought I did, but apparently I did not. I could probably use it on Drowsy then. But I did a bit of a switch up on Cleffa's moveset here. This is basically just to piss the opponent off by confusing and attracting their Pokemon. I have no real reason to keep the attract TM on me because you will eventually have access to infinite of every single TM if you just gather enough badges. So I believe, what's this thing's happiness at now? 186, so it's getting pretty close to evolving. I've already made the display picture for when it does evolve, so I can just switch over to that immediately. And then here we have this Drowsy. Not the most fabulous moveset, although I did, as I said before, I've got that Fire Punch TM so that I could put onto it. Not too sure if I'm going to do that yet, but I do have a nickname for it at least. And we'll go ahead and go through these nicknames. I think the Heracross was the one that took the longest to sort out, because I had Cleffa sorted out, I think, since yesterday. I only caught the Drowsy earlier today, I think, or late yesterday, and didn't really think about a nickname for it, so this is probably the dumbest one, just because it's got no real reference behind it. But, no, I do not want a V. Slumbork, because it is Slumber and Bork, and any name with the word Bork in it is immediately good in my eyes. Same thing with anything with the word Ted, hence why Boss Ted was just the perfect nickname for a Charger Bug. And then I had to evolve my Charger Bug, so it made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Maybe in the future I'll use a Charger Bug and not actually evolve it. But Cleffa's next up. And here's a little feature that they added for this hack when you nickname shiny Pokemon here. So yeah, that plays that sound as well as shows the little shiny sparkle symbol there, just so that people don't have to go all the way into the menu screen to see if the Pokemon that they've got is shiny or not, which is pretty cool. Anyhow, this one, in reference to the idea of this thing basically just causing a whole lot of disruption and pissing my opponent off, I'm going for a bit of an inside joke here, and I'm going to name it Salt Fairy. So whenever my opponents, whenever I face anybody from here on out, they will be visited by Salt Fairy. So, yeah. At this point, I imagine I'll have spliced in the referential picture, I guess, of the Salt Fairy. So, there you go. It's probably, I'm fine with it. I don't have any more words for it other than just, it's stupid, but it works. This one, however, I thought of a few different names for this thing. Going with Stinger, and I'll sort of explain that as I'm making my way towards just any sort of gym that I feel like doing. Which now begs the question, which direction should I go? Should I go back to Kanto and knock over a gym there, or should I head into some other direction and have a look there? I think I'll head north, actually. I might not actually go and knock over the Ecruteak gym, but I would like to head up north and knock over some of these trainers and just sort of show off the rest of my team members here. So the original nickname that I had planned for this thing was Bertie, named after a chocolate called the Bertie Beetle that exists down here in Australia. Which is basically just, it's a chocolate beetle, that's basically what it is, and it would have made sense, but I didn't think that the name Bertie was really macho enough for something like Heracross, and so I wasn't completely sold on the idea, and then eventually I just decided, no, I don't really want it. So, moving on from that, I tried to think of something that involved maybe like Hercules or something like that, but that seemed a bit too obvious and really kind of unoriginal like that. And so then I started thinking about Beetleborgs and was originally going to call it Beetleborg. If you don't know what Beetleborgs are, it's the incredibly shitty Saban show that everybody forgot about. Saban being obviously the guy who brought Power Rangers to the US. And so I was thinking of naming this thing after... Well, I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. I should just keep fighting trainers. But yeah, I was thinking of naming this thing after the character in that show that turns into like the Blue Beetleborg. But I've already got that name planned out for something else that I'm doing that's really, really stupid. So I'm not going to do that. For reference, it's going to be Drew or Andrew or something like that. But then I decided to go with Stinger because that particular Beetleborg is apparently called the Blue Stinger Beetleborg. So I figured Stinger was worthwhile. It's not completely accurate because it doesn't sting at all, but I mean, it's got the reference, so it works. I don't think there's anything else I could really have come up with, because there is a Hercules Beetle, like, monster in Yu-Gi-Oh!, but it is literally called Hercules Beetle. And I could go with, like, Kawaga, like Kawaga Hercules, or Kawagamon from Digimon, but I already gave that nickname to the Heracross that I used in Crystal Kaizo, so I could have used it again, maybe called it Kawaga the Second or something like that, but I didn't really want to do that. Let's see, Maril. Let's start generating the salt. Actually, let's not generate the salt. Let's show off all the sparkles though, because that's always nice. But yeah, at this point, Return is just far better than any other normal move that it can really get at this stage, just because it's got a high happiness level. And having it win battles and leveling up is always going to be a good thing, because, geez, that actually did far less than I was expecting. I think Maril's got a decent level of defense, but I've got a 4-level difference, and I'm not so sure how I feel about that. I think the Dizzy Punch just out-damaged it there, which tells me that Return is probably just below 70 base power, which doesn't make a great deal of sense. I thought my happiness would be high enough where it would be worthwhile. I mean, it's still more worthwhile than Pound, but that seemed a little bit underwhelming. Well, I mean, I'm going to knock over your misses next, so I don't think it's actually going to matter at the end of the day. What's this? Yeah, this thing, actually, yeah, this thing's holding the amulet coin. I went down to the underground, the underground floor of the department store, and I was able to get the amulet coin immediately. I was actually able to go down to that underground, like, area where you fight off Team Rocket and save the Radio Tower Director. I might actually have a look at that once I'm done with all the trainers over here, just because I don't really plan on doing a huge amount other than just beating the crap out of opponents. And these opponents probably aren't even really worthwhile, since I still out-level them by a good 4 to 6 levels, so I might, once I've knocked over this guy, probably go back and do some exploring in that underground area. I've already picked up all the other items in the, like, underground floor of the department store. I think over here is, like, this, there's a special berry in this tree, so I'll go and have a look at that. Yeah, mystery berry. I think this is supposed to be, like, the lumberry, or I'm not too sure if it's either that or the miracle berry is, like, supposed to be the lumberry that's like a full heal but in a berry form. Let me actually have a look and see which one this is. Mystery berry. Okay, it's a PP cure, so that's basically the leper berry. For some reason, it just, I think it only exists on that one tree. I don't quite remember if it exists on any other tree, but I know it's definitely there, so I believe this kid, if you talk to him, he can do, like, special trade backs and stuff like that, and he'll help you with trade evolutions. I've still got 2 more slots on my team, so I could do with trade evolutions, but not right now, obviously. In the meantime, we can... Okay. Let's go ahead and go back up here, walk out, and then walk back in, and then have another look in there to see if the boxes have moved out of the way. Yeah, I'm not... Oh, what the hell? thought I asked for B1F. No, they haven't. I think I'd do it one more time. This is dumb as hell, but I've committed to it, so I'm not going to just go back on it. What the hell do you do? Oh yeah, I remember. They moved all the NPCs out of this main street here so that you can go up and down and up and down. The only problem, though, is this grass here. You can run into just wild encounters. I can't remember if this was here originally or if this was, like, put in for this hack or something like that, but it's a bit dumb to have that down there. It means you can't really speed up because you are inevitably just going to run straight through the grass and run into a wild Pokemon, and it's just going to cause some problems for you when you go to hatch eggs. One F, you dill. Okay, here we go. So after that roundabout way, we are down here. And we have TM35, which I believe is Sleep Talk in this generation. It was Metronome in Gen 1, and then from Gen 3 onwards, it was Flamethrower. Yeah, there we go. And there was the Fire Punch TM if you could catch it for like the 2 seconds that it was up. Max Ether, probably not going to be getting any use out of that. Are there any other items? What's this? Ultra Ball, okay. I think one of the items from that previous room is was an Ultra Ball. There does not appear to be a way to go any further than this. I guess they just took out that area with all the the buttons and the switches and stuff like that. I'll go have a look in the underground path. There we go. Because just the fact that there's no way to progress from that point means they must have just taken it straight out of the hack, which is a bit weird. Unless you can get down, unless there is some way to get down there and they're just... what? What? I was not aware that this guy was even a trainer. What? Okay, why the hell is this thing named Yams, and why is it level 22? I feel like I'm about to get my ass handed to me on a platter. Oh, you have Solar Beam. Shit. Alright, I think we're about to lose really, really hard here. Yeah, that didn't do a whole lot. Oh, it's got leftovers as well. Oh, that's terrible. Well, that just happened. How much money did I lose? About 1,600. Yeah, yeah, screw it. I'm just going to take the loss. That was really, really dumb. I'm just not going to be doing anything further with that. That was really, really stupid. Now, which direction do I go next? Screw it. Let's just keep going north. I'll see if I can dodge as many trainers as possible, because if I get a second badge, they'll be a little bit stronger and I can get a little bit more experience out of them. Oh God, wish me luck getting through this. Okay, that works. Today's Thursday, isn't it? Okay, I could do a bug catching contest if I want to. Yeah, why not? Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Don't use his nickname or anything. Okay, that's cool. Alright. First thing I need to do is check the spot over here. And reloading. So that dude right there, if he participates in the bug catching contest, you pretty much have no chance of winning. So if you want the second place prize for some reason, then just keep resetting until he shows up. And he will ensure that you are not first place. I think I once caught something at full health and still lost by a considerable margin. That's how much of an arsehole this is. Nope. Yep, blah, 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 blah. Right, hurry up. This guy's just gonna not be there, because I actually want to win. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be doing any of that, so... Yeah, never mind. We're not doing the bug catching contest, because we are guaranteed that we're not going to win it. We will grab a quick claw here, though. Stupid neck. I think there's some trainers in this area as well. Yeah, I know you're a trainer. And there's a trainer up here that gives you his phone number. I'm not too sure if he's even useful for anything, so I'm not going to bother fighting him. Ice Berry. Which, instead of healing freeze, actually heals, what do you call it? Stupid. Can't even think of the goddamn... It heals burns, that's what it does. Heals the stupid burns. So yeah, Pokemon on this route, not very strong, unfortunately, just because in the base Crystal game, they actually added this grass patch here, and so everything on Route 30, on this section of the route, just sucks. Could go down to Ruins of Elf, not really feeling up to it. Could go to Dark Cave, not really feeling up to it, so I think we'll just... I'm going to go check... I'm going to go over to where Mount Mortar is, actually, because that place seems pretty interesting. And Todd, yeah, thanks. I don't really care. I've got a lot of Pokeballs as it is. And I've also lost a battle to some random idiot. So I'm just not going to buy anything from there. So, Ecruteak City. Might as well have a look in the Burnt Tower. I don't think there's a whole lot in here to do. What the hell are you? That is an interesting, let me throw a save here, actually. Because that's an interesting sprite you've got. Oh. You're just a burglar. Okay, never mind. I'm not fighting him. Well, there's Houndour, so if you, for some reason, want one of those, then they're in here. Ah, I need some Rock Smash, dang it. Yeah, that sucks. There's Mischievous, which would be interesting. I can't remember if I'm using one of those or not. I might be. I'm not 100% sure, but... not interesting for me in this playthrough, just because it's a single stage form in this game. Zubat, of course, is not at all interesting. Even if I've never used one in my life, I probably wouldn't use it. Well, I mean, I kind of would, just because it can use Fly. More shitty Zubats. I really should not have Slumbork in the front here. What's actually my fastest Pokemon? Hurry up. 18, 19, 12. Well, you're my fastest by an absolute country mile. Get up front. Now, is there a spot where I can drop through the floor somewhere? I would love for that to be the case. Apparently not. Interesting. Let me go ahead and throw a save state here. Oh. Wait, what? You know what? I actually quite like that. Because normally this would be kind of considered like a cave sort of thing, but because it is burnt down, there's no roof above us. So the fact that it's just turned into daytime in this area is actually kind of cool. Oh, are you Usain? I thought you were a random trainer. I forgot Usain exists. Okay. Yeah, I think Crystal Clear is intended to be kind of like a sequel to Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Well, I guess Crystal in particular, just because of Usain's existence in this. How strong are you? You have a Drowsy, but what level are you? 23. Right, we're not doing anything further in this place. Screw that. That's a weird sound effect. I don't think I've heard that before. Also, just random Ultra Ball. I figured I might as well check the spot to see if there was anything there, and there just happened to be something there. I guess since it's daytime now, there's more daytime particular stuff. So I guess Slugman's pretty cool. Let's see if I can find a Charmander. Apparently you can find them here. No, let's not walk out. Let's find a Charmander. And then we got a Coughing. I'm hoping not to pull off a Chugga-Conroy and find a shiny one. So far, I have succeeded in my desire to not find one of those. It's not exactly difficult, but I could pull. But I could just jinx it like Mithril Monarch did. So yeah, there's Charmander, level 5 apparently, but I mean it's a Charmander. So let me go ahead and tackle. I'll probably kill this thing. No, dead. Oh well. I mean, if I'm going to go for a full Pokedex, I probably should be getting up off my ass and just catching a lot of this stuff, but for some reason I don't really feel up to it. Do you need anything to get into this place? You probably need the 4th gym badge. Yes, you do. 4th gym badge, the fog badge. Actually, let me confirm that. You might need a certain amount of badges. Without at least 4 badges. Okay. Let's see. You are the kimonos. Not too sure how I feel about challenging these. Let me throw a save state, see what their levels are. You have... yeah, you Flareon. 35! No! I ain't having a bar of that! Screw that! Okay, so that guy gives you the Surf HM if you have at least 4 badges. Not that I need it. Alright, let's actually go and have a look at Mount Mortar, like I said I would. There is this, which is an Ultra Ball, as you do. Interesting change in landscape here. I believe there's like a lab of some variety here. Don't know where it is, though. I think if you have a look somewhere in, like... I think this is a route where you can find Heracross. I'm not 100% sure. Don't have Cut, otherwise I'd be able to get those. I think those are just Apricorns, though, so they won't be very interesting. And then these are all the trainer dudes. I thought that there was a lab in this area. I guess I might have been wrong. Okay, what do you sell? Not a great deal of stuff. What's in the Rocket Hideout then? Okay, so they've completely changed it. I get what's this supposed to be, like the black market? I think it's hilarious how they've done just this and just random N60. Wait a sec. So, hang on. What the hell is this? That's supposed to be an NES. I guess that's an SNES. And I guess this is a Wii. What the hell is this song? Okay. Let's have a look at the other songs then. Okay, that's from Ocarina of Time. I know that much. That's pretty cool. What's this idiot doing? Pokeguru. What? No, I don't think I'm that keen on it. Do these vending machines work? Apparently not. Okay, what do you sell? What? Oh. Are these decorations for your room? Or something? That's interesting. I'm kind of having I'm having a bit of a time in this place. Don't ruin it for me. Like, are these guys trainers? I feel like I should talk to one of them. Oh. Okay, so you can actually get those dolls if... Okay, so this basically just removes, like, the mystery gift or the random, like, stuff you buy from your mum to get like specific dolls and stuff like that. I guess it's kind of cool. I thought that that just wouldn't be a thing in this because, I don't know. Okay. Right. What the hell is... Okay, so for the most part, this seems to just be a whole bunch of decorative stuff for your room. Apparently, like, there's supposed to be somebody that sells your Master Balls here. You probably need, like, 8 badges to unlock it, but... You should probably talk to other people. The poster vendor is faking his axe. What the fuck? Okay. This is reminding me a bit of Mario Sunshine, like all the fruit sellers in Delfino Plaza. Okay, so you're selling beds. What do you sell? Posters. Wait, Jack... He's supposed to be Australian? What the shit? This makes no sense. A blank trophy. Yeah, I remember those stupid trophies. You're supposed to get like these boxes from trading in stuff from gold, from red, blue, and yellow. Actually, I think there's a special one you get from like reward Pokemon in Stadium 2, and that's the only way you can get a gold trophy in your bedroom, which is kind of weird. So I guess just maybe you just talk to the Poke Guru or something, and he'll give you the thing you want. What about you? Actually, I already talked to you. Okay, so there's a guy selling Master Balls here. Obviously, he's not unlocked as of yet, but okay. I guess this is the bazaar, or whatever. Or at least that was the bazaar. I don't know what the hell I was on about. And since I'm here... Yeah, I mean, I'm 27 minutes into the segment, so that's kind of just blown through pretty quickly. Yeah, you know what? Just because... I think just for shits and gigs, next time we'll try and take on the Mahogany Gym. Well, because I got to knock over the gyms eventually, so I'll go ahead and try this one next time and then work out what I'm doing in accordance to whether I'm successful here or not.